One, two, one, two, three.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all having a spectacular December 23rd. Can we just talk about how close we are to 2021? And I'm ready to let go of 2020, but also hoping that 2021 is just gonna be better than this year. I mean, it's gotta be, right? It's gotta be better than this year. Okay, so today I'm gonna start a new series called Storytime. So today we are going to talk about the story of how I got my equity card. But before we get into it, please don't forget to subscribe because it'll really support my channel. And okay, so here we go. Let me give you a little bit of context about what the equity card means for those of you who are not musical theater people or theater people. So, in order to be on Broadway, you have to have what's called your equity card, or you have to be part of the Actors Union. Similarly, if you want to do big production movies, you have to be part of SAG, the Screen Actors Guild. So, when you graduate college, it's everybody's sort of goal to get their equity card. You can get your equity card several different ways. You can be offered a Broadway show, and what that does is they offer you an equity contract, and in order to take that contract, you automatically get your equity card. So there's that option. There's the option of working your way up through the EMC program, Epperty. I'm tired, guys. Through the EMC program, which is the Equity Membership Candidate Program. And basically what that does is you work non-union in an equity house. For example, a good member of the EMC program is Paper Mill Playhouse. So I, as a non-union, would book an equity show like I did The Producers, where most of the actors were equity and they get paid an equity contract salary. And then I earn points per week. You earn 1 point per week to get up to 50 points. Now, when I was doing the EMC program, it was 50 points to get your equity card, which means you had to have worked 50 weeks non-union to get your equity card. Funny story, literally 2 days after I got my equity card, they changed it to 25 points. Before I got my equity card, I was at, I want to say 48 points or 48 weeks of work. We'll get to that in a second. But so that's option 2. You work your way up and you earn your equity card through the point system. So how I got my equity card was with this little ditty called Attack of the Elvis Impersonators. So here we go into story time. So I had 48 weeks of work, non-union, and I was heading to the Muni, which if you don't know the Muni, they're in St. Louis. St. Louis, it's a big outdoor program. It's a big outdoor theater. I think it's an equity contract, but they do non-union and equity. Anyway, I was flying out to the Muni auditions for my first time. When you fly out, it's a 2-day thing. You're dancing all day, you're singing all day. So I finished the Muni auditions and I was on my flight back to Newark. When I landed, I had a voicemail from the director, Don Stevenson, who I did Producers with at Paper Mill. He's wonderful. I love him so much. Don, I literally credit my career to you because you are the one that gave me my equity card. But anyway, so I have this voicemail and he says, "Hey Emily, hope everything is well. I'm calling because I got this script and it's a really funny off-Broadway show and I think that there would be a perfect part for you in it. Give me a call if you're available." Obviously I called him right back and I was like, "Yeah, totally, I'm game. Let me know when to come in." So it was my understanding that it was an audition. He was like, "Hey, I have this part. I'd love for you to come in and read." He didn't say that, but that was my understanding. So I called my agent and I was like, "Hey, the director, Don Stevenson, that I worked with at Paper Mill is probably going to call you to have me come in and audition for this off-Broadway show. Just a heads up, let me know when the appointment is." And my agent was like, "Great." We don't hear for a couple days. And then my agent, Greg Baker, love him, calls me and he's like, "Yeah, okay, great. So you've got this off-Broadway show. It's an equity contract. It's open-ended, 42nd Street at the Lion Theater, Theater Row. You're playing Woman 1/Black Widow. And yeah, we're going to go from there." And I was like, wait. We need to rewind. So no audition. I'm just given this equity contract. So does this mean I'm getting my equity card? He was like, "Yep, your equity. It's an equity contract, off-Broadway, open-ended run. Congratulations." And so there were several things that went through my mind, right? Obviously it's someone's dream to just be given their equity card, but I have to say, knowing that I put in the work to make all of the points happened for me, like all of the non-union shows that I did up until that point really made me appreciate and understand the dedication and the hard work that it takes to like become a union member. Now listen, if you graduate college and you book your Broadway show and you're on that show for forever, like props to you, so proud of you. I think that's amazing, and like everybody's story is different, which is why I'm telling you sort of my story of how I got my equity card, because literally everyone's path is different. But I was just kind of in shock, and that's what I tell my students a lot. I say, listen, you could be the best at everything, but the main thing that you need to work on is connections. Don and I worked really well together. He's an amazing director. I love learning from him. I love working with him. We really clicked, and he, you know, just called me and gave me this show, which is unbelievable. And I felt very honored, and it was very special for me. And it's just really funny to look back on it because the show was a wild experience, and that's all I'm going to say. For those of you who were in it, you know what I'm talking about. But it was a very wild, informative, eye-opening experience, and you had me, who just got her equity card on her way, New York City, first show in Manhattan, to there were like Broadway legends in my show. So it was this like crazy learning experience from all of these amazing actors, and it was just wild. And so that's why I have my little playbill framed. Why you cry? What's up? So you have to go to the bathroom. Let's pause. So my off-Broadway debut / equity card debut was Attack of the Elvis Impersonators, and I have it framed in this beautiful frame. And this playbill is really special to me because we were on off-Broadway when Playbill does their Pride playbills, so this is really fun. And I also have my Cat's Pride playbill, which is really fun as well. So yeah, that's how I got my equity card, and it's just kind of crazy to think about. So I've been in the union now 3-4 years. I've worked with Don again. He did Will Rogers Follies at Goodspeed. I worked with him on that, and I just really love him. And so my advice to anybody who is going into this field, I mean, it's going to be very different now that COVID has hit, but I think connections are the most important thing in this business, right? You want to work with the people who make you happy. You want to work at the theaters that treat their actors professionally and support them. And I am so grateful for everybody that I've worked with to get me to getting my equity card. I mean, I've worked at so many theaters: Merry-Go-Round, North Shore, Paper Mill. I did the non-union Elf tour, and then I did the equity Elf tour after I did Elvis Impersonators. And every single person along the way taught me something. It taught me hard work. It taught me dedication. It taught me how to put a show up. When we did Merry-Go-Round Crazy for You, we put a show up in 10 days. We did Crazy for You in 10 days. It's just wild. So yes, it's amazing to get your equity card right out of college, but you guys, I really, really recommend going through the stages. The non-union gig, the non-union life is hard, man. It's hard, but it teaches you resilience. It shows you that this is really what you want to pursue, right? Getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's what you really want to do. And every single step is worth it. Getting up at 5 a.m. is worth it. Going to every single call you can is worth it. So this show really holds a special place in my heart. This cast really holds a special place in my heart. I love them all so much. We actually did a Zoom session when all of this kind of started because we missed each other, and it was a wild and crazy experience to be a part of. And sort of when you have crazy theatrical experiences, the cast tends to bond even more. So yeah, I'm very grateful for everybody who got me to getting my equity card. I'm so excited for theater to come back, and that's story time today with Emily Jean. If you guys have any questions about anything, auditions, what is an equity card, the union, all that kind of stuff, please leave a comment below and I will do a video about that. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. It'll really support my channel. I'm going to roll a little B-roll of Attack of the Elvis Impersonators because it's hilarious. Hope you guys enjoy, and we will see you in the next video.
The most famous rock star of all time, Jack Fuente.
And everyone I meet is somebody's clone.
It ain't heavy metal.
It's heavy bone. So to Prissy, Matt, and Tammy. was a wimp, and so was Mussolini. I'm a better meanie, sharper than Sweeney Todd with a razor, Klingon with a phaser. Babe, I wanna be your seeing I know.
Unleash your mind.
'Cause babe, I wanna be your seeing I know.
A wagon high behind.
Hey babe, I wanna be your seeing I know.
Bow wow, bow wow, bow wow.
Viva Milwaukee, Viva good old Milwaukee.
You want love, you gotta move it, you gotta shake it, you gotta be ambitious, be real pushy. You want love, you gotta get off, you little bottom, you little lazy ass that pristine white tushy.
Taking care of business, stopping trouble is necessity for me. And a man can truly be brave when he has his true love to say. Time to set my darling free. Priscilla, my life will never be the same. When you touch my hand, you touch my soul. Now the time has come to be the king. It's a more than just a casual fling. I love you, baby. 'Cause now I am an Elvis impersonator.